Good morning, traders. So, still using the Bill Williams alligator. We are looking at the Aussie, the South African top 40 right now. Now, looking at the daily, you can see we had a bounce off the alligator, and we've also been left with a fairly bearish pin bar. Looking at the international markets last night, there was a bit of a sell-off, and this morning we've got 10 cent down, 2% already. So I suspect we'll have a gap down, and we're going to target more than likely these previous gaps. So this gap here is definitely going to be a target. Okay, so this swing low here, and the second swing low is going to be around there. Okay, now if we do break through that, then you expect us to come all the way back down to the bottom of this range, which is down there. Okay, so if we just look at the 4 hour, you'll see this channel that I drew in yesterday. Did break down, and you can see the target area was pretty much that gap close. And these inside bars here. Okay, so this gap here and the inside bars, that was your entry short. As I mentioned yesterday, you could see the oscillators grip to the upside, and now what you're looking for is a move. You can have a big gap down and probably a bit of a rally to the downside, and you may find some support in this zone, somewhere between 45,240 and 45,090. So you may find some support there, or alternatively it may actually just shoot through that. So I think the easiest thing to do here is just put a Fibonacci on, and you'll see I'd actually hold out for the second level here. So 45, 100 area, somewhere around there is what I'll be looking at. Just bear in mind the oscillator is rapidly approaching the buy area. Okay, so I guess there's not much more that you can say there. There's definitely going to be a gap down. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a gap straight onto the 50% Fibonacci into the gap close, and then meander a little bit more, find a base somewhere in this zone that I've pointed out, and then potentially rally, or alternatively find some support, bounce up, test the break of the alligator, and then head to the downside again. Okay, so if you are short at the moment, no reason to get out of it. Okay, if you're looking to get in short, just be careful, because you could get a big gap down and then meander sideways until the US open before we take on what the US has got to offer. But that's kind of the view that I have at the moment. There's no ifs or buts about this one. There's definitely more downside expected today. The question is, are we going to find a base at a decent support level, or alternatively, are we going to move all the way back down to test the bottom of the range? Okay, now the fact that we let me just get rid of it. The fact that we have broken through this support level here is pretty telling. So, you may just find that we've closed this gap and find some support here. Seems to be quite a bit of action at this point. So I want to close off with the ichimoku, just to see how it lines up. Okay, we've got our swing high here. We are bearish on the half hour. We are bullish on the hour. But a retest of a cloud, have a look at that. So we've broken through the cloud. So a retest of a cloud would still be an acceptable long entry if you're looking at ichimoku at the moment. 4 hour, that would line up with Kijinson. We do have a twist here. We've got a crossover, and we haven't broken through price on such a goose band, but there is a bit of a bullish setup here. And on the daily, nothing. Okay, Kijun Dickinson still flat, cloud still heading the downward direction. So pretty much still ranging on the daily, and you can see we have been ranging for a while. So that's the plan of action there. However, the 4-hour is starting to look like we do have some action here. So yeah, so I think that's my play at the moment. Is get back to the bully. That's my play for this morning. It's still short. Watch these the gap close. In other words, the swing high here. See if we can find some buyers off here. I'd like to see a double bottom off that. That would be nice, and that would be an indication to get back in long. But whatever you do today is not to hold the trade through the weekend, because you don't know what's going to happen. Okay, so yep, that's me for today. If you are short, no reason to get out. Just wait for this area to get closed and maybe take some profit here. Leave a little bit on to see if it's going to move further. But I'd be looking for longs at a decent pullback, specifically at a 61.8 Fibonacci retracement. Okay, so anyway, guys, that's me for today. I hope it helps, and I will catch you later. Cheers for now.